Hello, everybody, and welcome to a wonderful Wednesday. Made it. Yay. Um, it's been, I don't know. I think life is just becoming a blur kind of for me. Lately because I see so much that doesn't make sense, but then yes, it does because it's not real anyway. So today is 4/17 of 2024, which is a 20, which goes down to a 2. And we are going to read the 2 out of Soul Helper Oracle. But first, my name's Fawn. Welcome. Oh, it's coffee and cards. I hope you brought your coffee, your tea, your soda, your water, whatever is comfy for you. We take a few deep breaths, like 3 of them. I can already feel my heart rate going down, and I need this. My soul family is amazing, and I come on here and we just relax and we do cards and coffee and talk about things. So we also are playing a game when you come in. We're practicing with our manifestation. We can all manifest, and the manifestation is getting good. There's people coming on and saying it's working great, things are happening, they're happy, they're just practicing with little things, and you'll notice them come to fruition almost right away. So when you do decide you're going to come in and play the game, think about something significant. Hit the magic, we're calling it the magic manifestation button. It's the like button. Hit the magic manifestation likey button and make your manifestation. Put it in the comments, come back and tell us about it in the comments. I read all of them and I love them so much. Let us know how you're doing on it. I'm also offering a free reading. I'm going to draw one name at the end of the month, and I'm going to pick up your energy and I'm going to do a free reading for you. I will send it via email. We'll exchange information. Now, in the comment section in any video, because it will pop up and I will see it, put your first name and the month you were born and the day you were born. I don't need anything else, but I just need, because if there's 2 Bobs or 2 Debbie's, then I need to know which one it was. So far, and I will let you know in the comment after I read your name and I write it down that you are entered in the drawing. At the end of the month, I'll have my husband pick out one name out of the lucky magic hat, and I will let you know if you're the winner. I'll let you know in the reading, and I will let you know in the comments and in the show more section. And that's how it's going to be. And good luck. So let's read the number 2. Let me put my trusty glasses on. They had to make some that kind of look like goggles, like little round ones. Cool. Oh, yeah, they do, actually. What was I looking? Oh, 2. Number 2 reveals that you are not alone with the issue on the card that you have drawn. Look for support from someone who will work through the issues with you, such as a friend or a teacher in the outside world. A harmonious environment and good advice from a wise heart are more critical than ever for you now. Ensure that all forms of communication are calm and peaceful, even with yourself. Number 2 teaches that you need an opposite, another person, in order to help you to become self-aware and to grow. Its energy field promotes self-awareness, groundedness, stability, and reflection. We've been getting reflection in a lot of the cards, and we really do need to reflect. This is a time of reflection. Basically, all the time we need to reflect on the day we had, the issues we had, what we learned off of it. We got a number 17 in the Soul Helper Oracle, and this is Flames of Desire. The other day we got Desire, and this is let them shine out in radiant light and shun dark paths. She's holding a flame and it's a heart. The blazing fire of love inside yearns for fulfillment. It longs for physicality, touch, tenderness, and sensual togetherness. It is the most ancient and truly divine desire for fusion, the dissolution of matter. In our world, unfortunately, the flames of desire are used as a means to tie and bind us, which is exactly the opposite of what our divine source once intended for us. Sex sells is now our motto, or at least that of many of those marketing a product. And again, unfortunately, it works. These flames of desire are often also used to practice black magic and to bind and ensnare other people. You have drawn this card in order to recognize the truth and to withdraw from this false and destructive plan in order to live the pure divine plane of physical and divine love. When two become one in the blazing flames of love, they forget who they are. The self is dissolved and they become entirely consumed by feeling and pure energy. Search for the truth of passion, desire, and the flames of love within you and in your relationship. If you have no partner, seek out someone who lights a fire in you without asking anything in return. Actively address the issue of desire and do not be ashamed of what drives you. The divine source has given us the hot flame of love as a gift, along with our yearning for a partner and a desire for union. Your helpers for the next 21 days is the power animal is the cobra, the herbal essence is patchouli, the healing crystal is precious opal, and the number is 8. Um, yeah, sex does sell, and there's always something in it. There's always a what if. There is always a I will buy you this if you. There's always something in it, even with parents. If you do your homework, I'll give you an allowance every week. If you do this, I will buy you a new bicycle. That is a bribe. And we never realized it, but the perception now, looking at it, it's the same thing. Once you become an adult, boy or girl, you can get entwined with people like that because sex does sell. And then you become a pawn in the sick world of slavery, in my opinion. Sex slavery. Number 8 tells you that now is the time for harmony, calm, and a place of retreat. You have been given the gift of a light that opens your mind and delivers the strength to create something that will last for all time, should you want to do so. Number 8's energy field opens up eternity for you. It is renewal, paradise, spirituality, calm, mindfulness, and the completion of transformation. Yeah, like this said, if someone is bribing you or telling you that you are doing something for this because you want this, then that's not love. That's just something that everybody wants. And you got to really look at the perception of how we feel about love because everybody's always been bought and sold in love, whether it's a parent, a grandparent, a spouse, whatever it may be. There's always something. There has to be something in it for somebody. It's like you see these spaghetti donation dinners. Well, we have to go through all the spaghetti and this and this and this and rent the hall and pay for all this. And I always, and because we'll give something if you give us a spaghetti dinner for $10. We get something in return. We don't just give somebody the $10 and not get the spaghetti dinner because you want that. You want something in return. You want a reward for being nice. Took out the whole thing about being nice. They didn't get a reward. They had to pay for everything to get you to give them $10. So yeah, I don't know. I have different opinions about things like that. And to me, it's kind of woo-woo. I think people should just give people if they have it, and if they can spare it, and if they want to help, I think they should. I think they should help. But it should be no strings attached. Now, and Angels and Ancestors Oracle. And we got 2 cards out of this one. We got autumn, release the old and rest. Release all of the pressure and expectation weighing you down. Shed it all so that you can recover before moving into a time of renewal. We are going into a time of renewal. Right now, they're just dragging us through the mud hole pit and watching us crawl to see if we can get there, but we're getting there. Autumn is when the trees are preparing for the long, cold winter and must let go of all the weight they are carrying in order to continue to grow and to prosper. Sometimes you too just have to surrender an aspect of yourself in order to continue to grow and prosper. The raven on the autumn card shows that there is an opportunity to heal at this time. In Celtic animal medicine, the raven is the bird of healing and initiation. The healing it brings is a shift that allows you to move into a more powerful psychic space where you can be more aware of your needs and desires and be better supported. Yeah, we can't get, we can get our needs and desires from another, but we have to work on our needs and desires and what we really want and the perception of what they'll give us. And if we're ready for that, because we have to learn how to love ourselves before we let anyone come in our life that doesn't love themselves, because they're going to put that energy on you, because they're going to make you feel like you shouldn't love yourself, that they're going to pull out all your faults to make theirs okay. So you have those are energy vampires, and we really have to be careful with that. We got the sun, enjoy success and happiness. Know that doors are opening for you. Follow up new projects, ventures, and ideas. Connect with the inner fire that is driving you forward. The sun has long been associated with the energy of success. It's the most powerful planet in the solar system. So, of course, when the sun card appears in a reading, it will bring power, success, and light. It brightens up all connections, banishes darkness, brings a sense of youthfulness, and invites you to connect to the energy of joy so that you can be light in spirit and heart. You are being surrounded by the brightness of the sun at this time. Opportunities to feel and be successful are swirling and dancing around you. Relationships and friendships progress with joy, and you will feel happy and uplifted. If you're not somewhere bright and sunny right now, there will be other ways in which you can enjoy warmth and joy. Solar energy brings health and vitality and can energize and warm. And it also encourages everything to grow. The energy of expansion is with you at this time, and you are being offered the perfect opportunity to move forward. If you want to bring something to life or are ready to take a new step in a relationship, the sun will bring the right energy to you. If you're asking a question, the answer is most definitely yes. There's your answer. I like that card because once in a while it pops out. It gives everybody kind of like a little yes answer. That's kind of nice. Messenger Oracle. The first one we got is Become the Shapeshifter. And this one's pretty cool. The kitsune is a shapeshifter, a mythical fox that can take on human form. At this time, a shapeshifter is what you need to become. All too often, we restrict and limit ourselves by embracing rigid labels, definitions, and ideas of who we are and who we are meant to be. From one moment to the next, you are always the person you are meant to be. But if you open yourself to growth, you can become more like the kitsune. And the more tails you have, the more powerful and wise you become. I felt like the more tails you have, yeah, the more wisdom you have. It's like leveling up. And this is a pretty cool card. She's got all kinds of tails back there. She's like a little fox creature. And she's got her crystal with a butterfly around her voice. and she's got the third eye covered with a portal. This is an interesting card because her voice is covered up with a butterfly, which she's got a crystal coming out of it. And there is so many of us I see that people just tell people to shut up. They don't want to hear it. Those are dangerous people to be around. They're blocking you from being you. They don't want you to be you. They want you to be what they want you to be. Careful with that. Observe, reveal the truth. Here's the mask. When we were born, your soul shone bright. As you grew, you were taught of right and wrong. You were taught how to think, how to live, how to believe in a way that makes you fearful to say no. To disagree is to risk alienation from family and society. And so you hide your true thoughts and feelings behind a mask. That mask hides your light. Cast it aside, embrace and live your truth, and let your soul shine once more. That's what I felt when I seen that mask. She's taking off the mask and she's got a heart on her third eye. The mask is so ugly, but that's what everybody wanted her to be. So she put a mask on to hide. But actually, when she took that mask off, she's actually beautiful. They seen something they didn't understand. So they seen the ugly. And the ugly was actually beautiful. We just got that card the other night. I got goosebumps with that because I see so many cruel, cruel people just saying cruel things to people and just degrading them in such a horrible way. But we need to get over that. We need to really be careful with that. We got the source of all, and it was funny. Like 4 weeks ago, I seen this card. We hardly ever got it. And I said, I love this card. And all of a sudden, now it's coming out all the time. The source of all, your mind is the source of all thought, magic, inspiration, and creativity. Take a moment to dwell within the divine realms of your imagination. Visualize and create endless possibilities and opportunities. Now is the time to nurture the vision within and make them manifest. Yes, start practicing with your manifestation. Hit the magic manifestation likey button, or if you don't want to do that, go down to the comments and say I'm manifesting. I love the magic. Just play. Don't let anybody not let you play. You got to play with your inner child a little bit. Okay, now we are going to get to I think I'm going to do the practical magic now. I usually do this after, but I'm going to save something's telling me this wants to be seen now. So I'm going to go in that order because this is a great card. And this is number two, which is new beginnings, which today is a two. We get a lot of twos, and twos are balancing and they're aligning and the guardian angels are around you completely. Your ancestors are letting you know. So think of the gut feeling. Think of the heart space, because that is where source and the Christ consciousness within. Everybody's praying up the sky saying nobody's doing nothing. Guess what? You're supposed to do something. We are, all of us. All of us have a unique little spark of magic from the creator that was special and just ours. And when we don't let it out, nobody gets to see that little special, unique magic sparkle that the creator gave to you. Love that. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Okay, embrace the opportunities that are within your grasp, leap into a new adventure and take adventure of the energy of a fresh start. She's got all gold. She's got blue butterflies. She's got golden flowers in her hair. She's got the crescent moon up there, and she's got gold. I mean, this is an amazing, beautiful, beautiful card. The energy of new beginnings is about moving forward, letting go of regrets and starting again, free of preconceptions and limitations. This energy supports being who you are now, in the moment, not who you were in the past, and casting off judgment in order to become the person you want to be. This card invites you to embrace inspiration, attune yourself with the breath and life force of nature, and focus the power of your mind. It's time to decide that new aspirations you want to dream into being, whether it's new friendships, love, health goals, projects, directions, a new career, or life, and go after it. Whatever it is, new beginnings hold the magic of a blank slate. So be open to all that is being offered to you at this time. When this card appears, it indicates the new opportunities surround you. Take advantage of this and set your intentions. What do you want to bring into being? What do you want to change or do over? Once you are clear on your specific intentions, consider whether you have the emotional and physical space in your life for these goals to take root and flourish. If you don't make some, to accept something new, you have to let go of what is holding you back. Self-doubt, old beliefs, reoccupation with the past, an unhealthy relationship, a disappointing job, an upsetting situation. To create room for it, this may be a little uncomfortable. The old and familiar can be hard to break away from, and a fresh start can embrace change. So acknowledge any loss you feel, then look for the silver lining and the opportunity for growth, and visualize how wonderful your life will be once you take action. Don't miss your chance for a new beginning because you are too busy or distracted to recognize it. And don't let it slip away through apathy or indecisions. Be prepared to put in the work to make it happen, then enjoy the rewards. So, are you ready to embrace a new adventure? Do you have the courage to cast off the old so you can welcome the new? You don't have to wait until January 1st or a new month or even a Monday. You can choose to make a fresh start at any moment. You can choose a fresh start right now. Harness the potential and possibilities swirling around you. Sow the seeds of what you want to achieve. Bless them with your energy and intent, and dedicate yourself to this process. New beginnings herald renewal and discovery. Grab them with both hands and celebrate with gratitude for the hope they bring. I love that card. I think that is a great card, a new beginning. And I've noticed the last couple readings, it's like, get ready. That's Lady of Air. Get ready for new beginnings. The source of all, reveal the truth, become the shapeshifter, enjoy the sun and flames of desire. We have to shun the dark paths. A lot of it's telling us to release the past, work on that dark night of the soul, and break the contracts with love. Work on meditation. I'm telling you, folks, meditation is like 100% the key to opening up the source within you, the Christ consciousness within your heart. That is very, very important. Okay, now we've got quite a few cards on the dreams of Gaia tonight. And this is going to be a divine message because the first card we did get was the Three of Water. So anytime we get a three, that's Trinity. That's the Father, Son, and the Mother, which they call the Holy Ghost because they're ghosting her. This was reversed. This is how it came up. I'm going to read a little bit about what this card is, and you can tell kind of it's celebrating your victories, taking satisfaction from your endeavors. Look to the future with anticipation. Your success will continue. A reward outcome, an exciting future. Free yourself of unrealistic expectation. Allow the outcome to manifest freely. Now, this is like a satisfaction, pleasure, joy, hopefulness, anticipation, attachment, expectation, and disappointment. So that's what this card is. The potential blockage, if it's reversed, the Three of Water, appears in order to caution us against weighing down a potential outcome with the burden of our expectations. Make sure your hopes and desires are realistic and let go of those that are not. Free yourself of the binding nature and weight of unrealistic expectations. And in doing so, allow the outcome you seek to manifest in its own way and time. Remember, the more you expect, the more disappointed you will be if the future you hope for does not unfold as you imagine. Uh, yeah, there is a lot of false flags out there that we've heard that are not going to come true. There has to be disinformation in the true information. So there's been a lot of promises out there that I don't think they're going to keep, but there's a lot of promises that they've made that they have to keep. Now I do a clarifier for that with the Oceanic Tarot, and we got some interesting cards. The first one we got was the 15, which is a number 6, and it's the vortex. It's temptation. So with this blockage, are we getting the temptation of thinking that something's going to happen, and we're getting our wildest dreams and imaginations going, and we're not sure of the fact yet, and then it sucks us up in, and it might be false? That's what I'm picking up off this card. Caught in a vortex spinning out of control, a mermaid and merman reach for the ocean surface, struggling against an unfathomable force. They cannot see the source of the vortex. It may be a storm at sea, a hurricane, or a cyclone, but its power over them feels absolute. Yet the waters outside the funnel of the vortex, a symbol of emotional turmoil, appears calm and unaffected by their struggle. The vortex reveals that you have become trapped. You may be enslaved by a job, financial contract, or love and lust. A common meaning of the vortex is affairs. The situation means you feel you have little power and that another person or other parties have control over you. You may be feeling attracted to a person or situation that will do you no good. For this reason, an additional meaning of the vortex is addiction to substances or to love itself. However, your bondage is an illusion. You can decide to break free whenever you choose. If you decide it's time to break an agreement or habit, do it. It will be easier than you think. Don't let your circumstances dictate who you are. Take back your power. Yeah. When she come up reversed, you could tell it was like she was kind of floating upside down in a vortex, the way it is with it looks like they're not freeing yet. She's starting to get free from the what binds her, and then she's still there. So somebody is bound in a vortex, and it's spinning out of control, and they've got to get a grip on it. It's your choice to break that vortex and get out of the swirling. I actually feel like I'm swirling in it for a minute. It was like, whew, okay. Now, we got the 2 of water. Got a lot of water. And this is intimacy, closeness, trust, commitment, reconciliation, equality, union, codependency, and taking sides. Now, this is a partner. This could be a lover scenario. This could be a friendship scenario, a family relationship scenario, any kind of bonds that are there. Okay. This is going beyond infatuation and attraction. So it could be a relative, like a mother and father. It goes beyond that. It's not just that. It looks like it's just that because it's a man and a woman, but it's not just that. Intimacy, sharing, giving, and communication. Time to forgive and seek reconciliation. A meeting of the minds and hearts. Put aside judgment and blame. Cherish all your loves. Maintain independence and avoid codependency. Avoid taking sides. Yeah, it's not the time to take sides. Because they both could be right about something, and then you take a side, and then it's not a good thing. Stay neutral. The Two of Water represents a relationship that has moved beyond infatuation and physical attraction to one that is built upon a foundation of deeper mutual love, respect, trust, and shared interests and values. It symbolizes a meeting of the minds and hearts that is free of the desire to possess or control. This relationship is a unification of two hearts and minds, not with the purpose of becoming whole or to complete each other, but with the intent to share, to enrich, and to enhance each other's lives. This is a time of giving, sharing, and communication. A relationship is founded on intimacy. To share your thoughts, feelings, goals, and fears with the one you love is to be intimate. To hold them, to listen and show interest is to be intimate. To show affection by reaching out to stroke their cheek or hold their hand is to be intimate. The Two of Hearts ultimately symbolizes intimacy within a relationship. It is also representative of a time of forgiveness and reconciliation. If a rift has developed between lovers or friends, now is the time to let go of hurt and anger. Put aside judgment and blame. Do not allow arrogance, wounded pride, or ego to destroy a relationship. Where you can, take responsibility for your own choices and actions within the relationship and be mindful of how they have impacted and influenced that relationship. The Two of Water invites you to communicate, to forgive, or apologize now. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are said and done in arguments, whether it's marriage or family or friends, whatever it is. Uh, Either you don't be friends or family or whatever, and you forgive, break the contract with love, and walk away from the whole scenario, or you're willing, it's not that bad, and you're willing to forgive them, let it go, and be at peace again and just bond again. I mean, if we're going to hold on to those ego that I'm right, you're wrong, and I'm going to say the lot, there's a lot of things out there that are just so childish. At my opinion at this point is I'm seeing a lot of just not very grown up people. We got the Hangman in that one. Limbo. And that is the clarifier for the Two of Hearts. Vortex, limbo, couples, family, friends. A merman is entwined in a kelp forest. He is suspended upside down, but rather than struggle, his arms are outstretched. He seems to have found balance in his body and peace within. Regardless of his strange predicament, he is comfortable in his position. Rays of light are cast upon him from above, symbolizing insight and protection. When the Hangman arrives in your reading, you cannot move forward, stuck in limbo. You may be waiting for a decision to be made, or generally feel that some aspect of your life are on hold as relationships and projects remain static. This lack of control can leave you frustrated, and you may decide to reach a compromise rather than hang around much longer. However, the Hangman asks you to stay calm and think through your opinions rather than rush to find an instant way out of a bind. This need not be time wasted after all. Use this waiting time to see your situation in a new light and find alternative perspectives. You may find an ingenious solution or gain a valuable insight. Waiting, time, frustration, sacrifice, insight, purpose, and viewpoints. We all need to relook at things so much because, I mean, we all have different perspectives about things now, especially after these last 4 years of seeing the things that we have seen. It's a lot of it is an illusion. It's just like really crazy. Okay, now we got the, yeah, Four of Air, and we got him the other day. We actually got him as a blockage. We got him upside down, reversed. And, I keep seeing this guy. I call him Mr. Clutter, Mr. Declutter. This is order your environment. He's an order card, routine, structure, patterns, discipline, organization, understanding, productivity. Uh, he Look at the clock. He's got his glasses on. He's got everything going on at one time. Everything. Look at how they're connecting. The Four of Air symbolizes the importance of ordering your environment and giving your day structure, especially if you have specific goals or projects you wish to perform and complete. Routines are our daily habits, the things that we do on a daily basis, giving structure and order. Following our routine moves us from one part of our day to the next. Having a routine. Don't you just love when I mess up a word? I go all out. Okay. Having a routine can provide us with a level of security born of consistency. By establishing order in our environment, we also add to that sense of security. When everything has its place, we can be confident that it will be there when we need it. We won't waste hours of our day looking for something that has been lost in the clutter and mess that we often surround ourselves with. A cluttered and chaotic environment can give rise to a cluttered and disorganized mind, a mind that is unable to follow a routine that is conducive to productivity. The Four of Air suggests establishing order in your life by removing the clutter. Establish a pattern of regular cleaning. Put things back where they belong after use so they are there the next time you need them. Keep your paperwork in order, even make a place in your life for the unexpected and unanticipated. That way, even chaos does not have too much of an impact on our peace of mind or prevents you from doing what needs to be done. Does your routine make space for your goals and projects? When we want to make real headway, it helps us in our daily routine, including a suitable amount of time set aside to work on those things that are truly important to us. If you want to complete a project, working in an order and routine manner will help your progress by establishing a pattern of consistency and will result in a successful and timely completion. If you feel that you have no time, then the Four of Air represents an opportunity to sit down and look at your routine to see if there is time to be found that is currently spent on unnecessary tasks. Making time for yourself to relax is one thing. Spending 5 hours on the internet chatting on social media or playing computer games is another. Wouldn't some of that time be better spent working to meet your goals? Alternatively, do you spend hours playing computer games or reading books instead of writing that epic fantasy adventure because it takes your attention away from doubts, insecurities, and fears that you might have regard your aspirations and goals? If so, the Four of Air suggests that it is time to look at why you are behaving in a way that sabotages your productivity and creativity. Patterns of behavior are often habitual when they offer a psychological or emotional reward. Most of the time, they do not become an issue of concern. But if they become habitual, they can often have the same effect on our lives as drugs or alcohol addiction. They provide a pleasure response, and so we repeat them in order to get another hit. Are you seeking a pleasure hit for all the wrong reasons? Does socializing on the internet generate the pleasure hit by giving your social connections? Does playing computer games generate that pleasure hit by allowing you to escape reality for a time? Establish new product, productive and creative patterns, and you may get the same pleasure hit when you succeed at your objects. This card appears in your reading to let you know that now is a perfect time to establish new patterns and habits and to look closely at those that you have already been established and decide whether they are of benefit or whether they hinder. Scrutinizing your habits, both good and bad, will also increase your understanding of yourself. Sit down and write a list of how you spend your time. Look for those elements that eat into time that could be better spent elsewhere. Don't cut them out completely, because if you do so, any change to your routine is likely to become unstable. Instead, budget your time like you would your finances. Allocate time for wasting time, but do so in a manner that allows you to stick to your time budget and get things done. To be creative and productive and to reach our goals requires both a structured day and the discipline to commit to your routine. It also requires a willingness to create an environment that supports your venture. By establishing a healthy routine that makes time for both relaxing and creating, you will create an environment that is conducive to both. By making it a positive environment, also, you increase your chances of success. Remember, if you truly want something, you will make time for it. I agree. And I remember when I was young, when I got a little older after being young, and my parents were, especially my father, was a workaholic. He was a good man, but he was a workaholic. And he never had time. People think that those working families were just so wonderful, and especially the ones that had the money, that they could go out and buy $400 worth of clothes and this and that. But guess what? They had the bags that they took home, showed their father, took him into the bedroom, and he disappeared. There's your clothes. There's your family. There's your day spent. He doesn't have time. So, yeah, it was always a forced issue from my mom to get my father to spend any time with his children. And after a while, my mother didn't spend as much time with her children either, because she was going one way and my father was going another. Yes, I had a beautiful childhood. Yes, I love my parents very much. But when I look back on those people that say we were poor and didn't have anything, and then you were rich and had something, guess what? We didn't have our parents. We didn't have family time. We didn't have games. We didn't have pleasure. We went to Walt Disney World every year for a vacation with mom and dad, got 3 days there, and we were back at it and never seen them the rest of the week until we got in trouble or had to go to bed or something like that. So yeah, people think that everybody has this wonderful world, and some of it was wonderful and some of it not necessarily. Let's see, what did we just have? Okay, I lost my train of thought. My husband says you go off on things, and I said, yeah, because I need to, because that is what I'm being told to. Rattle if I need to and say what I need to. Okay, we've got the Knight of Cups with the magic cleanie guy, the time guy, the make time for yourself guy. So we got the Knight of Cups, and this is proposals. Judge by actions rather than words. It's worth testing this person's intentions before you go along with the fables. Offers, dreams, illusion, imagination, fantasy, love, infatuation. A romantic, idealistic man has a proposal for you. And, don't make it just man. It could be a man or a woman. It's a person has a proposal for you. Charming and magnetic. They tell you a great story, but will the ideas, schemes, or love offer stand true? He may not seek to deceive you, but they will that but he's not a realist. More comfortable with fantasy than practicality. His words may be captivating but meaningless. In the real world, you cannot trust him to be consistent. So there's somebody around you, male or female, that is not consistent, and they tell a good story, and but they're not real trustworthy. Oh. Okay, now the next card we got was the Mother, and this is a four, another four. And I love this card. The Mother is, I mean, who doesn't love their mother? I mean, the mother is the optimum of the child. Uh, she loves without conditions, encourages gifts and talents, emotionally intimacy and affectionate. Be supportive, embrace abundance, let go of expectations. We are all different. Nurture ideas and goals, voice thoughts and feelings, forgive past failures, and release control of others. Emotional manipulation. Now, she showed up in the present. The mother, when she appears in the present position, symbolizes potential and abundance. Now is the time to allow ideas to germinate, take root, and grow. Cultivate them, nurture them, and be excited and passionate as you take your ideas from conception to manifestation. Love them and yourself enough to act and follow through, and do it without expectation or condition. Do it without trying to control the outcome. When you do something just because you love what you are doing, there are no failures and disappointments. Instead, there are opportunities to learn and grow. You know, that's what I feel about this channel. I started this channel to help everybody. I didn't start it for me. I didn't start it. Well, it is kind of for me in a way. I mean, it gets me to be able to talk to people that are like-minded me. I don't have a lot of people that are like, we don't find a lot of light warriors. And it's really hard. So I can come on here and I feel like I'm talking to my family. And it makes me feel good. And I felt that now is the time to come out and help people get through what I've been through, the dark night of the soul, get into meditation, just the spiritual aspect of life, because everything is so manipulated and entwined, and we need to unwind it. Uh, the mother is the optimum. She is, and think about this. When they say the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost in the Bible, yes, she was holy. She was the mother, and they ghosted her. That's what I feel. That is my opinion. They ghosted her. It wouldn't be the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. It would be the Father, Son, and Mother, the masculine, feminine, and inner child. Once we get all three of those balanced out, that's when we can be, when we close our eyes, be in Shambhala, be in Shangri-La, be at the optimum of the creator. And it's a beautiful place to feel. People say you don't feel it, but you do. And don't listen to anybody. They have no clue. The Page of Wands, I always look at people like they have no clue and they can give me their opinion, but that doesn't mean I'm going to take it. The Page of Wands with the mother, and she just said to be creative. It's creativity. This page is charming and chatty, and he brings great news about creative projects, travel plans, and new work. In relationship, he or she reveals a fun flirtation. An additional meaning of this card is the influence of a creative person, a writer, actor, artist, dancer, or musician, or that you are discovering your creative potential. This is message, travel news, communication, new work, expressions, transition, and entertainment. Now is the time to express yourself in words, pictures, dance, music, or through any other creative pursuit you enjoy. Do what you love and love what you do. Right now, I am doing what I love and I'm loving what I do because this is what I like. I love helping people and I love connecting with the right people. When I have a negative person around me, I don't connect to them as much. I'm more quiet. We got the maiden and we got the maiden in reverse after the mother, which I thought was interesting because I always feel this as the younger, the mother is the wise. She is the wise woman. The maiden is not as wise yet. She's the younger woman or man, but I think the maiden would be the woman. I think this is really feminine right now, is what's coming out. And this is in the future position because this is the, see where this is. Yeah, that's in the future position. The maiden, as illustrated in this deck, is the optimum of self-exploration and the independence and empowerment that is born of self-awareness. To know who you are is to know what you wish to do with your life. To know who you are is to know what will fulfill you and in turn bring abundance to your life. Do you know what you want from life? Do you know your goals and desires? If not, it's time to look within and reflect. Do you know how to express those goals and desires and what steps you need to take in order to manifest them? If not, it is time to find your voice and speak. Seek the answers. Do not wait for others to offer them to you or impose them upon you. Be proactive, ask. Take the first step towards becoming the person you want to be and do. So knowing that the only obstacle in your path are those you have created or allowed to prevent you from moving forward. The child was the seed and the maiden is the young plant about to bloom. How she blooms is up to you. Oh, I love that. I don't think I ever read it in the future position. Wow, that was great. So now, we got the Nine of Wands as a clarifier for the maiden, and it's defense. The nine sees you exerting yourself to the full, protecting your job, your property, or otherwise defending your actions. You may have made sacrifices in the past and feel that you need to justify these by staying put. However, you may need to ask yourself if you're holding on too tightly due to fear. Is this need for constant vigilance an exhausting habit rather than a free choice? Protect what is yours by all means, but free up your thinking. Create some mental space to plan for the future. This is determination, challenges, sacrifices, hard work, protection, rigidity, and fear. The maiden, as the younger girl, would be on her journey, could fear some things out there in the big bad wolf world right now. The Five of Air is the last card, and this was reversed. This is a conflict between reality and belief, a time for honesty. Let go of illusion and pretense. Face a painful reality. You are not alone. Advice and constructive criticism are not a personal attack. Drop the mask. Reveal your true self. Forgive others for wearing their mask. That's the second mask we got, and the true self. And there is blockage on that. So somebody is pretending to be somebody they're not around everybody else. And maybe when they get home, they take a mask off. I don't know. Or they put the mask on around people, and other times, other people, they take the mask off and it's maybe scary. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know why anybody would wear a mask to try to not be their truthful self. As with all the 5 cards, the 5 of Air reversed offers a second challenging message regarding the choice to wear a mask. Whether it be a personal message or pertaining to someone close by, the 5 of Air reversed is advising you to be cautious, misrepresenting yourself, a situation, or another person. The truth will always come out. So it is better not to embellish or fabricate, even if you only weave little lies in order to fit in with the crowd and belong. If you are wearing a mask, put it aside and reveal your true self. Don't be afraid of rejection. Yes, you might lose a few people by revealing the truth, but you will also draw to you those who admire your honesty and authenticity, who like you for who you are. If the roles are reversed and it is another who lies, then in this situation, it might pay to show empathy and compassion. When the mask slips, try not to judge too harshly or condemn. Embrace them, forgive them. Doing so will give them confidence and may help them to keep the mask off instead of putting it back on. Yeah, somebody's wearing some masks going on there, and they're not being truthful to anybody, and they're not telling people who they really are. The Queen of Cups, and we got sensitivity, and that the mask, taking the mask off and being your true self would be kind of sensitive, especially if what you're hiding maybe be a flaw or something like that. I don't know. The Queen is the Queen of Hearts, a sensitive, compassionate woman who is gentle towards her friends and openly loving towards her family and partner. She offers loyalty, inspiration, and creativity, so your project will thrive too. As the U card in a reading, this queen shows you that now is the time to focus on relationships, children, and sharing with friends. If single, she predicts you are emotionally ready for new love. Tune into your nurturing side in decision making, your emotional intelligence in your best guide. Love, nurturing, generosity, sympathy, protection, care, and emotion. Yeah, that's a good card. And we got one more. I didn't want to stop at the sensitive because it felt like there was one more card that needed to come out. So I kept shuffling and this come out. The 5, the High Priestess, and this is wisdom. The High Priestess is the spiritual leader of the oceanic realm. The crook in his left hand shows his role within the church. He is the shepherd of his flock or congregation. Like the spiritual partner, the High Priestess card, too, he stands at a portal between the realm of the divine and the world of mankind. His right hand is open, offering wisdom and knowledge. Orthodox religion, marriage, and ceremonies, wisdom and powerful leadership are the gifts of the high priest, a man of learning. The high priest suggests that education may be an option for you now. He also predicts unity in 2 ways, in body, mind, and soul. So you feel connected to your intuition and close to your guides. And secondly, he represents the unity of 2 people as they come together as one. An additional meaning of the card is convention and tradition, but if this isn't for you, you may feel restricted by another's traditional beliefs. Listen to your inner wisdom, which will guide you towards a new educational path, belief, or teacher. This is education, traditional beliefs, ceremonies, unity, marriage, values, and authority. We got wisdom the other night, a lot of the educational things and learning, and we had a couple visitors tonight in the cards, and one was a really beautiful visitor. So this one is the Divine Master, and this is Hilaron. Divine emergence. Be seen, let the world know your gifts. Yeah, that one unique gift, that spark that the creator gave you that no one else has, that little magic spark that's unique. You need to show that. Hilaron is also known as the Great or Saint Hilaron, was a master healer in the temples of Atlantis and also had incarnations in ancient Egypt. In his last incarnation, he was born to pagan parents in Syria in the 4th century AD. He studied in Alexandria, Egypt, where he converted to Christianity. And it is said that from that moment, he dedicated his life to spiritual pursuit. At the tender age of 15, after hearing about the miracles of St. Anthony, he went off to his desert hermitage for 2 months. He craved personal space, but the hermitage was busy. So he decided to go back home. But after his parents had passed, he gave up all his worldly possessions and retreated to a cave in the wilderness. Hilaron spent the majority of his life away from humanity because he was a highly sensitive being who picked up the energies of those he came close to. It is said that those who came to his cave experienced miracles, including barren women becoming pregnant and people overcoming mental and other health challenges. Now Hilaron's soul helps light workers embrace their gifts and emerge from the cave of sensitivity. It's time to come out of hiding and be seen. Energetically, you have taken some time to retreat and recharge, which has been highly beneficial for your mental and emotional well-being. But now it's time to emerge. Don't get too comfy or fall into old ways of being, because the old ways wants to hide, or old fears of persecution or judgment make you feel that you need to. You weren't born to suffer in this lifetime. You were born to surmount challenges and embrace and share your gifts. If you have been holding back or hiding a part of yourself in order to fit in or conform, you are being encouraged to break the pattern and be seen in all your glory. You are a powerful teacher and healer with the ability to break outworn family cycles and help others radiate their brightest light. Your personal journey shows others that it is possible for them, but to do this, it has to be shared. Let all your gifts be shared. Yeah, that's why I'm here. We should all share our gifts with each other. Perfect day for coffee. It's my night, but it'll be your day. Oh, it might be your night by the time it comes out. Okay, now we got 2 that came out in the gateway of light activation, and I kept them because they're very important. We got the halls of Manetti, initiation, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and initiations. Okay. I'm on the wrong page. Where are you? Okay, there you are. The halls of Manetti are a sacred learning space that were energetically transported by Thoth from Atlantis to the spiritual plane before Atlantis came to an end. It is said that the portal to this etheric retreat is energetically connected to the Great Pyramid of Giza. Many believe that the physical realms remains of these halls can be found there. We don't have to physically visit Egypt to access their energies through the halls of Manetti, are said to have been the home of the Emerald Tablet. They are a space of ancient mystery school or service to the expansion of humanity. On this card, you will see 2 pillars, an echo of 2 pillars that have been found in sacred places throughout history. The black pillar represents the physical world, and the white represents the spiritual, indicating that this sacred space is between the worlds. If you feel called to these halls or they seem oddly familiar, there is a chance you have visited them in dream time or even before this incarnation. You are in a deep initiatory chamber at this time. You might feel that things are heavy and challenging, but know that a configuration is happening. Energetically, you are going through an initiation that will allow you to go beyond the fears of the ego and transcend the limitations of the physical realm. You might not feel that light is present because you are in the middle of this phase at the moment, but know that it is present within you. You might be feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, but a lot of this anxiety is actually old energies that were stored in the depths of your body being released so that your vibration can rise. that is a great message for us. Now we got the stellar gateway activation, infinite potential and manifestation vortex. Uh, I felt that right now is the time to manifest. And I feel that there was something opening that we needed to manifest. And this is the time. The stellar gateway is the highest of our chakras and is found about 12 to 24 feet above our head. It is the energetic gateway that connects us with the divine matrix. It governs our connection to the spiritual laws of creation and the quantum field and holds our life's potential as it holds all the intentions that we set before this incarnation and all the intentions we've set during it support the ever unfolding path of our earthly experience. Energetically, this portal is beyond time and space. And when we connect with it, we come into alignment with all the aspects of our soul's journey. This card transports us to a stargate that has a giant pyramid within it. Above the stargate, there are three-dimensional images of Thoth, the former priest king of Atlantis, who is one of the ancient masters holding the secret of the universe. This image is a reminder of our potential and of our ancient and starry connections. The pyramid is a symbol of rising power and of how our souls have existed through lifetimes. The stargate is a projection of our own stellar gateway. This card is therefore a reminder that all things are possible and that with the right alignment, we can draw the powers of heaven down to earth in order to create heaven upon earth. You are a master of manifestation. Every one of your thoughts, actions, non-actions, and choices is affecting the unfolding of your path. Realize that you have great potential and power within you, and through your focus, awareness, you can draw on heavenly support to create the life of your wildest dreams. Know that all the energies you connect with are carried up to your stellar gateway. And if they are aligned with the intentions your soul had before this incarnation, opportunities will come your way. It is important to consider connecting with your cosmic origins at this time and also tracking down the intentions of your soul. For if you can bring your wishes in this life together with your pre-life intentions, you can live a life that is aligned with the highest heavens. That's a beautiful card. Now we've got one more. We've got the Human Spirit Oracle. I love this card to come out. And number 4, again, wait, what goes around comes around. Round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. When we go through a lot, it takes a lot to continue to do good and to be good. Whether you believe in karma or not, its practice is based on being a good person through spreading positivity and good deeds, both to ourselves and others. Today, spread some kindness, smile at a stranger, compliment a friend, or even just hold the door for someone behind you. Always remember that what goes around comes around. I promise that when you do good, you feel good. Ever have someone compliment your shoes, your smile, or even your attitude? Didn't it just brighten your day? You carry an extra bit of confidence in your step, a wider smile. This is a wonderful thing to send out like a boomerang into the world. It always seems to return exactly when you need it the most. That's pretty cool. Okay, now, and his little sign says Karma, Act 2. Okay, everybody, that was a great, wonderful Wednesday reading. And I want you guys to go out, manifest, make your dreams come true, kick out the bad energy, and start dancing with the good energy. I love everybody, and may every step in your journey be magical. And, like I always said, be just be you.